everyone. So, it's been a while since I didn't make rants, hasn't it? And also, my apologies for not uploading any of them for since April 27th. I was very busy with my logo editing job, and I never had any time to make those videos. But that's not the main topic for this video. Today, for the 61st episode of this series, I'm going to cover why Vyond-styled rants are a very huge problem in the Vyond, rapper offline, go-animate community. Note, if you guys are seeing this, please don't think that I'm sending you all to attack the users who did these rants, because I'll never ever do that at all in my life. So, with that being said, let's begin for real. Now, where do I start? Oh, good point. Vyond-styled rants are types of rants that users have been making for years. But why these rants are getting much more older and extremely overused than you think will be explained later in this video. Not only they're very annoying as fuck to the point that many users can't take it anymore, but they're also nothing but generic, nonsensical, weak, laughable and toxic as hell. And before I explain the reasons on why they're like that, I'm going to explain how these rants are made. These types of rants start with the user mentioning the show/movie/game/user's name and follows that with a more like that normally consists of a vulgar alternative. Mostly just random generic opposites to swearing to even slurs. For example, Brandon Barney using the N-word on his Wiggles rant. In some cases if there is a number in the franchise like for example, Block 13, they would replace the number to 666 or 0. Some rants feature the user often saying to the viewers that they decide to change rants because they are too lazy to do this, rant or say to them if they like this show or this show is from their childhood, they know the drill. After the name mockery, this is followed up with oh my god, or oh my fucking god, this show/movie/game/user sucks. If the show/movie/game is a rip-off or ruined something, they say that the show/movie/game ripped off or ruined one of the things they like or hate, and then say which is way better than this or which is bad enough. Typically, the user who claims the show/movie/game rips off another is wrong, if both shows/movies/games have no connection to each other, or maybe if the user claims the show/movie/game rips off another is right, like if the user said Super Y is a rip-off of Little Einsteins, or if the user said Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island is rip-off of SpongeBob SquarePants. This practice is called rip-off claiming. Then the user starts talking about the show/movie/game itself. These sections are half-hearted and show how formulaic these rants can be. To begin with, the term failure adventures makes no sense at all. Secondly, they give poor reasons to hate the character, which may show that the user might have not even watched the source material. If they talk about a character that has cried, they will tell the viewers that they are going to laugh at the character at the next picture. The user then says why, and shows a picture of the character crying and laugh their heads off, which is very heartless. Some rants may describe the character as, no one gives a crap/bullcrap/shit/fuck/fucking shit about them, not 2 or 3 either, not even 4, or a variation on the term. Some mostly focus on fictional dog characters, where they can threaten them to feed it chocolate, which chocolate is very toxic to dogs even in small doses, which is animal cruelty. After talking about the characters, they then say the animation is crap, the stories are lame, the music is boring, the plots are pointless, the songs are pieces of trash, the theme song is garbage, the voice actors are complete jerks, and the characters are idiots. This once again would show that the user may have not even bothered to watch a full episode of the show they are ranting on. Some ranters then go over the edge by saying things like that the characters would want to have sex at night, smoke pot, weed, etc., eat poop for dinner, drink their own pee when they are thirsty, go to school nude, wearing diapers as their underwear, deal drugs, and jack off, masturbate when they are bored. Not only are some of these disgusting, but why would they even say that? Characters from these preschool shows also never do those kinds of things in their actual shows, especially if some were only minors. This is then followed up with I wish this show would get cancelled, or, thank God this got cancelled, depending if the show was still running at the time the rant was made. if the show is still running today or if it was already cancelled, and then says who would like or hate the show / movie / game. Even if the character has no connection to the show the user just ranted on. The user then says screw, fuck, topic, and screw, fuck, non-related topic. The user likes, is, insert numbers here, times better than, topic, end of rant. Then they would talk about what rants would be up next. Now that I explained about how these types of rants are made, let's explain the reasons for real this time. 1. Although some rants are based on well-received adult shows such as South Park, Futurama, or The Simpsons, or shows with mixed / average / lukewarm reception, like the Disney Channel Kid Guns and the Baby Einstein franchise, most rely on well-received children's shows, such as Sesame Street, Arthur, Blue's Clues, Kipper, Thomas Friends, Postman Pat, The Backyardigans, Little Bear, Franklin, Bluey, etc. Just because they are kids' shows doesn't mean that they're bad. In the opposite end, some users can rant on shows that are for adults and say that they have bad words. There are even rants about users that are repetitive, boring, and funny, and can even lead to harassment, even if the reasons are valid, or some that are for criticism purposes. 2. Most of these rants look really lazy or rushed. The makers of these rants don't give credit when they use someone else's work and often won't bother to cut out the white background in the images they use. Some rants are even done on Google Slides or PowerPoint by using a screen recorder such as Screencastify, Screencast-O-Matic, or Bandicam. 3. Most of these videos use very repetitive and recycled scripts that come off as hateful rather than informative and reasonable. They also make very unreasonable and biased claims. Number 1. Some rants claim that the main characters like to go on failure adventures, which gets repetitive very quickly. A character doesn't go on failure adventures just because you hate that media, so why say that they do? Number 2. The people who make the rants make unfair or outrageously disgusting claims, like the characters smoking cannabis, going to school naked, wearing diapers despite them being too old, having sex, masturbating when they are bored, eating each other's feces, drinking each other's urine, etc. Characters in kids' shows never do these kinds of things. Such things would never be allowed by a kids' network, and if the characters of these shows do such things, the shows they're in wouldn't even be considered kids' shows in the first place. Number 3. Sometimes, when they rant on a live-action show or movie, they will say that the animation is bad, even though the show isn't animated at all. And number 4. Vyond-styled salutes aren't any better than the rants, as they are very similar, making both really boring to watch. 4. Many rants use other Vyond users, fictional characters, and even fictional media that have no relation to the media they're ranting on whatsoever. For example, a user named Christmas Yes Sunny Day No is notorious for adding fictional characters in the like and hate spots in his said videos, which he got criticized for. 5. Some rants contain animal cruelty related terms such as, if I saw him, her in real life, I would feed him, her, anything that is dangerous to animals, with chocolate being the most thing said to dogs, which was used by Christmas Yes Sunny Day No in most of his rant videos. 6. Users like Abhinav the New York Vyonder 2K4, even though he isn't any better for what he did, the Black Rapper Dude, and Michael the Flash Themes Guy, stupidly rant on dates or years, in which all three of them should know that not every day or year is perfect. 7. These types of videos have been targeted by Go commentators, and the commentaries that are solely on Vyond. Go animate videos aren't that much better, as most of the users who make these tend to either insult the users involved in the videos or try to force them to quit making Vyond. Go animate styled rants, which, of course, always backfires, as some of the users who have been commentated on by them would usually either ignore it or flag it down. 8. Speaking about rants, there is some cases they would rant on Alvin Hung, which needs no introduction, as many misconceptions was made when Alvin Hung was ranted. 9. Some users even rant on countries, which is considered as racism and can even lead to controversy. 10. In some rants, some users put everyone in the world in the like, hate spot, when the user should know that not everyone likes, hates whatever they were ranting on, unless if it has to do with a very controversial topic. 11. And finally, some rants can last 20 minutes long, even though I'm okay with that. But anyways, that's all from me. Make sure to like and subscribe after watching a video. But anyways folks, I will be going for now. See you later.